So today we are going to be looking for trilobites and other fossils in the Penn Dixie Outdoor Education Center. It is a wonderful place. We've chosen this one because for a small fee we can go and collect fossils and keep whatever we found. It's open to anybody who is willing to go there and dig. It's in Western New York where we find Devonian rocks. So off we go on another fossil hunting adventure. Hello ladies and gents. This place is so good I just had to come back. I'm back at the Penn Dixie site. Tonight my lovely wife Debbie is helping me filming. We just dropped our kids off at college and it was so close to this absolutely fantastic fossil collecting place that we had to stop by. So I'll take you over to the spot. I'll let you see how some of the excavation goes. I'll bring you in if we make any good finds. Thank you. All right, so the fossils are just about everywhere. I believe this ledge down here is a Smoke Creek trilobite bed. That's probably what I'm going to start trying to dig out. But anytime I see a nice big block just sitting there, that's a good thing to pop open because could be fossils in it. So this is what we're looking for. This rock has a bunch of trilobite bits in it. I just broke that out of a rock on the ground here. Well, we do want something better than a bunch of trilobite bits, but this lets us know that the trilobites are in these rocks. So we find partials, then it's just a matter of luck till we find one that's showing up as complete. So this is what I'm going to try right over here. Here is a nice block of stuff that's never been seen before, at least not in the past 380 million years. So I'm going to try and pull up this block. Looks like it has a nice crack on the side. The little cobble-sized block should pull out, and I can split that up further looking for the trilobites. That's supposed to be one of the better layers. If that doesn't work out, there's a couple other pieces that look like they'll pop out. So I'm going to work on those. So there are 5 different types of trilobites that we might find at Penn Dixie. There's one called Eldridge Ops, which used to be known as Fake Ops. There is another one called Green Ops, or Green Eyes. There is another one called Deplora. Another one, very rare, called Bellicarridia. And there's even one that's recently been found called Pseudodechanella. And we don't have a species yet on this one. That's a genus, but this may be a species that's unique to Penn Dixie. So these are the 5 trilobites that are usually found here, although it is possible that other trilobites could be found. The reason that we can find these is because long ago, back towards the end of the Devonian period, about 380 million years ago, that all of this used to be part of a shallow sea. And not only a shallow sea, but a shallow sea south of the equator. We were below the equator, the continents have moved since, and the continents have come together and forced the land up, so we're no longer a sea. We are part of North America. But this was underwater, these were the sea creatures that were living there, and we're finding their shells. There is a map here that shows you where the trilobites are found. This map is put out by Penn Dixie. It tells us the layers that the trilobites are found in. I do go into more detail about the layers that are found in this region in another video called Digging with the Experts, also at this great Penn Dixie site, which goes into more of the paleontology of the region. But for our purposes, this is a nice little exposure of what's called the Smoke Creek trilobite bed, a bed that has lots of trilobites, as well as these other great creatures. In this film, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the trilobites. So over here, you can see now I came in from this side and from the other side here. And by hitting those in a little bit, we have this crack, if you can see it, where it's starting to lift up. So coming at it from two sides, now I'm going to use this really big pry bar, which has a lot of leverage, and it should be able to come out. Sometimes it pays just to look down. I was just about getting ready to hammer this thing in some more, and I looked and I saw this piece here with the two trilobites already exposed. Breaking this edge on because I want to see try and get full layers. More likely to get a nice trilobite or get the whole layer apart. Not too much luck, so now I'll just break up the remainder. Yeah, that rock didn't have too much. Thank you, hon.
Okay.
Alright, so this block, it's in there pretty good. It hasn't really, I got some wedges underneath it, but it hasn't lifted up yet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tap it with a sledgehammer. Here, this is a 16 pounder. Now I'm going to tap it, try to get it loose. So, over there, that piece is in there really good and stuck, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more work to get that out. So I decided to go after one that looks a little bit easier, and it is coming up. So this bar went in pretty easily, and it's got a crack behind it now. So it should be able to lift out. Oh yeah, lifted out, and part of the rest of this came up too. So now, I'm gonna take a look carefully, see if there's anything in there. Here's the block. This is what we want. Nothing obvious, but I can split this into many pieces. And this also came up here. So I'm going to very carefully pull this apart. There's a little horn coral. But we're looking for more than horn corals. Another horn coral, some trilobite bits. So that might mean there's trilobites in here. All right, little trilobite tail there. There could be more of a trilobite. Who knows? Nothing obvious on that one. All right, that looks like all that's revealed right now, but I have this big one to smash up. All right, so a couple of trilobites were found right over here. And I came back to this spot over here. I was trying to lift up this little corner because I thought it might help loosen the wider area. And not only did it do that, but it came up all at once before I even got that corner out. So we're going to see the unveiling in a moment. Because a lot of this came loose at once. Rolling. All right. Ripping up the ground. Look at that. Huge chunk. Two huge chunks. So big it's gonna be hard to turn.
Can you help? Yeah, I need a hand with this.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, look at the size of this piece.
top
It
loads.
already has a split, so I'm going to make this a little bit lighter.
Behind you.
Still rolling?
Yeah.
Good. So it doesn't hurt to make it lighter. And we always check, because there could be more fossils.
You have to split it.
Too big.
There you go.
All right.
You have a horned coral sticking out.
What's that?
You have a horned coral.
Yes, there are quite a few horned corals in this one. I'm going to try and break a little more though.
Okay, I'm gonna back up.
Oh! Oh, wow! A bunch of good ones. Yeah. Please, please do.
Woo. Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh my gosh.
One,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
There's some impressions. And
That's
some...
beautiful.
Yeah. This.
Wow. What a find.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's all more surface area, the better the chances.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Thank you.
Whew.
Great work.
Thank you. So here's what happened when I split up this block. This is why we dig here. Because here is a, make sure it's on camera. There we go. Here is the head of a trilobite and the body of a trilobite. Looks like maybe even more pieces, maybe other trilobites. Maybe a molt, maybe one that, where these things molt, they lose their carapace just like other arthropods like crabs and lobsters, and grow new ones, and this might be a molt because of the way that it's partly off. And now comes up a very important question. Do I break this up more and see if there's more fossils in it, or do I take the rock home? Well, being that we have this one good piece right here, obviously I'm not going to touch this one. I might just take this other rock home because it's small. It seems to be loaded with trilobite bits, and it's always much better to take your time at home than do field cropping and ending up destroying something good. So I'm going to take this piece home. So here's where it came out. So I know that that is a very good layer, probably the Smoke Creek trilobite bed. Over here, now it looks like easy pickings. This little piece in the middle here, that looks like it's going to come out easy. But even more importantly, if that comes out easy, that leaves the stuff on this side and on that side, which will come out fairly easy. And considering I have limited time today, I'm going to go for the fairly easy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, then you got the complete one at the beginning, and then the
Oh, look at that. Yes. Okay, can I have your names?
Yeah. My name's Keely, and
I'm Ray.
Keely and Ray. Very nice. And so, well, got a really nice, looks like molt and Yeah, it looks like a molt.
Yeah.
And this one over here looks like it is complete, although
Mm-hmm.
it looks the back probably is rolled underneath it, maybe.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's the rest of his fragments off the right side there.
Yeah, we're just
We'll
holding.
piece it back together eventually,
Cool.
and then here's his impression.
Well, those are very nice trilobites.
Yes.
If you don't mind, what area are you from?
We're coming from Manhattan right now.
Oh, Manhattan.
so
wow.
We just moved to Manhattan from California. Today is actually my 26th birthday, and this is what we're doing.
Happy birthday. Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for showing us that.
Absolutely.
Try something with that big bar quick.
Oh, please do. Please do. Whoops. May I film you? Yeah. Thank you. Hey, Jim?
James.
James. Welcome, James. Hello, James. Thank you for helping here.
I didn't have a big bar the other day, and this block was making me angry.
Wow. Look at all. You can see the whole thing jumping.
The whole shelf will
Yes.
come out after this block, but this block isn't coming out.
Oh, so that's the keystone.
Yeah. That ain't gonna happen.
Well, you know what we can do now? We can loosen it up with the big one. Hold on. Actually, if you don't mind filming. What I'll do is I'll hit it from the back and maybe get a crack in the back here. Loosen it up a little.
Let me go over here.
That might have loosened it up a bit.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm going to put the bar the other way because I want it to bend back the other way. Right, let's see if it did anything. No, it's still solid. Wow. Looks like it cracked. Cracked, but it's still not helping. Want to try that one?
Yeah, stick it behind it?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, it's gonna go now.
Famous last words, it's gonna go. Oh, that moved like really well.
Yeah. All right, we got a piece of it.
Okay. It's moving the whole damn shelf.
We'll make it easier for everybody else who comes after us. Yeah, that should do it.
You just put the bigger bar in.
That, or how about, oh, look at that. Oh, you found it.
I can't keep anything working. It's moving.
Yeah.
Weird.
How about sending one down right in the corner here? Let me get that. Close. That should really do it. What is hold of this thing?
Yeah, this one. So this is heads here and the body is shifted this way.
That's the tail. Probably could be part of the same bug, but you're not. It's not.
Two bugs mushed together? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's close. It finally gave. It finally cracked. Pulled through, and the rest of it's coming out now. So another nice block to work through. And who knows what else will come up. James had also pointed out that there is another trilobite right near where I was digging before. So could be some good stuff here. So after the first one came up, James was able to just pull up the one right next to it. So this is going to be a lot of fun now. Thank you so much for all your help here. All right, so split this rock in half. I don't know what the chances are, but more surface area means more chance. Let's take a look. Trilobite head. Was hoping for more, but you know, it is what it is. Some heads and stuff like that. Try it again. Can I have your name, please?
Gabe.
Gabe, and your name?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. What you found over here is a cephalopod. In this case, it's probably, the long straight ones are called Orthoceras. So it's this long straight cephalopod. It would have had a squid-like front coming out of the top here, and year by year or month by month it actually extended its shell and moved towards the front, and it would fill up the shell with gas from that, you know, it absorbed out of the water, and it could use it to float. So it was actually probably one of the first free-swimming creatures, even before fish. Yeah, going all the way back in the Cambrian, they were probably able to move up and down the water table.
Very cool.
Anything else?
No. Do you, like, is there a way to, like, prepare this any more than it is already? Or?
Usually, most prep is best done at home, because you're less, even if it does break, you can glue it back together. You have a little horn coil right here. If you pop that off, or both of those horn coils off, you might be able to expose more of it.
Okay.
Do you know where the other half of that is?
Where?
Yeah, was that loose, or did you break that out?
No, I broke it out.
Oh, so there should be a mold of the other side, which you should probably take home as well.
It's probably gone, honestly.
Okay.
But all right, thank you.
Thank you very much for showing us that.
Yeah, cool. Have a good...
Start it here. Get a crack one or something. You got that right there.
Yeah, maybe if you try going down straight there.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'd do that.
Shelf here, because I feel like a crack along there.
Yes, that's where it's going to break. So you're starting the crack that. Would you like me to take a couple of whacks from the top with the big hammer?
Yeah, absolutely.
That sometimes helps. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. Whew. Oh, the whole thing's shaking though.
Got some movement.
chisel? See if there's any luck.
Try that. Feels pretty solid.
Feels
You
pretty
might
solid.
want to take a couple of whacks with that too if you want.
All right.
You're back into it, my love.
I think I saw a jump that time. Still pretty solid.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, it's coming up.
Oh my gosh,
Is it?
there's movement.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
So kind of you.
No worries.
Can you slide that piece back under a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, it stopped moving?
I think so.
I think it's because this went under it.
I don't know. Should we get another chisel on the top? Keep going here. Ooh. Yeah, that's not moving.
Yes. Okay, so at long last it finally cracked.
Oh hey, there's like a whole trilobite.
Oh, wow.
Right here.
Oh, wow. You got a nice enrolled one. So it was worth all that work. That's, look at it, it's already out from the matrix.
It's completely out of the rock.
Here, let me hop.
It was just out of the rock.
Yeah.
Oh hey.
I think you have a good layer. There might be more.
Hopefully.
All right.
There's another little one down in there.
Check the.
Maybe some curled up stuff.
Oh hey, there's something here.
Yeah, there's one in the wall too.
There's. Oh man, yeah, that's like a solid
Little
looking
guys.
head.
Yeah.
Got a horn coral.
Let's see what's in here. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. We'll start cracking this up. We'll bring them over. Anything cool comes out.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think these two by far. It's just
Oh,
a very
yes.
large piece.
So you got some large, two large
That was supposed to be
trilobites, smaller trilobite.
Yeah.
So it looks like enrolled.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Have fun today?
Yes.
A lot of fun.
Awesome. All right, ladies and gents, now for the wrap up. But before I even do that, I'd like to just say thank you so much, because in the short time that I've been making these, I already have over 400 subscribers. So thank you very much for letting me know that you like the channel by subscribing and by giving me the thumbs up. And hopefully you'll be getting notifications when these fossil hunting and collecting videos come up. Something that I don't think happened on the film was when I was in the pit digging, I found this little impression and I was like, oh, that's too bad. That would be a great little trilobite if it was still there. But later on in the day, actually as we were leaving, about, a meter and a half or about 5 feet away from where I was digging, was a little trilobite sticking out in just about the same shape, kind of sitting there with its butt sticking up. It looked like it fit right into this spot, and sure enough, if I align this up right, it's a perfect match. So I actually found this lost trilobite that came out of this this rock, random rock that I had just found near the spot where I was digging. So that wasn't the only success though. There were a lot of other very nice trilobites that I had found. I showed you some of the things that the other people found that Ray and Kylie, I hope I got the name right, had showed us, and the other people there. Well, if you take a look over here, here's one of those nice little trilobites that I found. It's in a very big rock. There were other bits and pieces on the other side, so I decided to just take the whole rock home. I'm going to very carefully work that one out. I wanted to get this video out to you guys, so I didn't do the preparation yet. That takes a while. Maybe I'll do a separate video with the trilobite prep. Also have a couple of other nice trilobites over here. Here's a head of a trilobite sticking out of a rock. There's a very good chance the rest of the trilobite could be enrolled into that. I see a little crack, so it might break back towards that direction, and that could be an indication that the rest of the body is actually there. We'll have to see. One of the better trilobites that I found is right over here. This one looks like it's nearly complete. The head is separated, and as an arthropod, these do shed their shells. This is a case where the trilobite didn't die at the time that it left the shell behind. It actually detached the cephalon, or the head portion, crawled out, and over probably the next couple of days, a new shell would harden around it, and it would be growing into a larger shell. This one here has actually at least 5 trilobites showing on it. The rock split open. There are 2 trilobites on this side and 3 of them on this side. You can see the imprints, the matching imprints on the opposite side. So this is probably what they call a death assemblage. They're rolled up. Usually when they're rolled up like that, it indicates some type of distress, kind of like the way a pill bug rolls up when you try to touch it. So these ones are enrolled, these ones are out, but they all seem to have died around the same spot. This is probably a death assemblage. There's a very good chance there could be more in here, so I took this whole block home to very carefully dig into it, try to find the same bedding plane, which is a word that just means the same layer where these creatures were living. Let's see if I can try and tap into the same bedding plane and see if there are any more trilobites in this, what appears to be a death assemblage. So, a bunch of really nice trilobites. This is not all of them. Some are still in the bucket to be prepared. A couple are wrapped up. And keep in mind, this was only a short visit, only about 4 hours on our way home from dropping our kids off at college, where we stopped to that wonderful Penn Dixie site. And for that small entrance fee, we ended up finding plenty of trilobites in the range of about 380 million years old. And what's really remarkable about these is they are very well preserved. They actually still have their shells, like most other places where you just find impressions. So definitely worth it. Very good day. Oh, here's that one that where I showed at the beginning, where this kind of indicated that there were going to be trilobites because we found one rock with many trilobites, with 2 trilobites showing. It actually has about a dozen trilobites in this rock, so I'm going to be carefully prepping it. All right, so that pretty much wraps up our trip to the Penn Dixie fossil site. Thank you for watching and subscribing. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to slam that subscribe button. You can also, I realize you can hit that little bell if you want to get notifications. That will let you know when these videos come up. Really enjoyed making these. You may have noticed that a couple of months have gone by since I put out the last video, and that's because I've simply been out in the field in July and August doing a lot of fossil collecting. So some more will be coming out now, showing you those adventures. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, and happy collecting.